It's double feature day. Our first film is 3 Billboards Out Some Town in Missouri. I don't know where. It stars Woody Harrelson and Frances McDormand with a nice turn by Sam Rockwell. Now here's the problem. The less you know about the movie, the better. So I'm not going to talk about it at all. Just go see the movie. Was that a great review or what? Frances McDormand knocks me out in this movie. Meryl Streep was my top actress back in the last century, and I have to say in this movie I think Frances McDormand takes top actress away from her. I think they should just give the Best Actress award to Frances McDormand and retire it for the rest of her career. Just a knockout performance. Sam Rockwell is also good in the movie. He's best known to me as Guy Fleegman from Galaxy Quest, the equivalent of a red shirt in the Star Trek series who's going to die. If you like Meryl Streep as I do, I recommend going to see Sophie's Choice. If you don't know who Meryl Streep is, go see Sophie's Choice. It's a remarkably good movie with a remarkably good performance by Meryl Streep. Remarkably good. If you haven't seen Frances McDormand before, I recommend going to see her in Lone Star with Chris Cooper and Elizabeth Pena, the late Elizabeth Pena. Frances McDormand has a very short role in Lone Star where she plays the son that her father never had. It's a very good, very short performance. Go see 3 Billboards Out of Some Town in Missouri. You won't regret it. The second feature on our double bill is The Square, a movie written and directed by Ruben Östlund or Ostlund. It's an umlaut over the O, so I have no idea how it's really pronounced. Ostensibly, the movie is about modern art. The hero of the film is the director of a modern art museum, and they spend an inordinate amount of time with characters who work at the museum discussing the path of the museum, its future, and the nature of modern art. So there's a lot of talking with a whole lot going on in subtext that is just a riot. It's a very, very funny movie. One of my favorite scenes, an artist has set up piles of dirt in specific order on the museum floor. Piles of dirt, separate piles of dirt. And there's a title on the wall, which I don't remember. You see a guard sitting there to make sure nobody steals it or, whatever guards in museums do. And people have to walk around a corner and look at it, and then they move on with no more than a second spent looking at this work of art. And somewhere along the line, the janitor for the museum comes along and sweeps up some of the dirt on the floor. And it's a disaster. The person who works for the director interrupts an important meeting to talk to him about this problem. And they discuss whether or not to call their insurance company to file a claim for the destruction of the art. And the director says, well, we have photographs of it, don't we? Don't we have photographs of it when it was set up as it initially was? And the woman who's working for him says yes. So he tells her, well, get the photographs and take the dirt they swept up and put it back. So that's modern art. Unfortunately, Mr. Östlund bit off more than he can chew, and in addition to parodying modern art, he tries to do something with racism, with illegal immigration, legal immigration, beggars, and power. There's a whole lot about power. The power white people have over non-whites, the power citizens have over non-citizens, the power rich people have over poor, the power men have over women, the power employers have over employees. So there are more subtext than you can throw a stick at. Overall, the movie is worthwhile. The big takeaway from the movie is that people in the art world have bad judgment. They make bad decisions. And we see the director make one bad decision that destroys his career. Not from that decision alone, but from the chain of horrible things that happen after he makes that bad decision. It's just a total train wreck that you see coming and coming and coming. And like when trains derail, all those cars fall off the rails, and you have more cars falling off the rails than you can imagine. If you like The Square, I recommend going to see a movie called My Dinner with Andre Gregory and Wallace Shawn. You'll enjoy Andre Gregory describing his Eastern European trip and travel and views. He's talking about existential issues and motion picture making, but I think you can see it as a description of modern art. If you didn't like The Square, I'd recommend that you go see My Dinner with Andre Gregory and Wallace Shawn, and watch Wallace Shawn's jaw-dropping reactions to Andre Gregory's spewing of utter garbage and expecting it to be taken seriously.